it might be a good week to head out on spring break if you don't already have plans. We know a lot of Indiana students are either on spring break now or they will be very soon. Spring break can be fun, of course, but it often makes us think about underage binge drinking and other dangerous behaviors. Adults should know the facts about teen drinking and have the tools to talk with your kids. Teens need to know the ways to help friends in need and potentially save lives. We have two very special guests to welcome today. Michelle Welchel is with Indiana Youth Services and Senator Jim Merritt, who has worked on a lot of legislation, especially the Indiana Lifeline law. Let's start with that. So just in case kids are watching, parents are watching, you don't know about this law, it can really save lives.
It really can, and we're talking about the Indiana law. Many states around the country have a Lifeline law. It's really immunity that anybody that is under 21 who is in a social situation that their friend may need medical attention. We're talking more than alcohol, that if they could have fallen out of a tree, it might be drugs, it might be alcohol, that they can call 911 and stay and cooperate and make the good decision. And that's really the essence of, we've talked to 28,000 kids in the last 3 years, and really asking them, first of all, drinking alcohol is against the law under 21, but if someone should happen to make a mistake, make the call, and there's immunity. There's nothing to do with law enforcement other than saving a life.
And, I mean, we have to be realistic here. We know kids go on these trips and they like to go out, they like to party. What is your biggest concern, Michelle, that you're hearing from parents and students?
Well, I think that they don't know the dangers. You know, it's all fun, and then before you know it, it takes 30 minutes before you feel the effects of one drink, 60 minutes to process it. So in 30 minutes, a youth could have 2 or 3 drinks, and then it starts to build. And so I think they don't realize the dangers, besides it being illegal.
Right, exactly. And just this weekend, a shooting incident happened in Panama City overnight. 7 people shot, obviously a big spring break town. What is your best advice to parents, maybe if you're the parent chaperone this week?
Well, what I tell my kids is that your friends, you keep track of your friends, and also you stay out of the wrong place and communicate. And also, if someone should make a bad decision, regardless, you call 911 immediately.
What would you say to parents who are going to be chaperones this week? What would your best piece of advice be?
Well, I would clearly say my expectations for your behaviors and the consequences of that. But then I would really let them know that if you are in a situation, please don't hesitate to call. Please don't hesitate to call 911 first and then call me. And so that's what we want. No matter which state you're in, like Senator Jim Merritt says, there's 21 states that have an immunity law, including Washington, D.C. Florida does not. But you make the call anyway. And make a pre-commitment to protect yourself and to your friends, knowing before you're in that situation. Hopefully you're not in that situation, but if you are, you already have that pre-commitment of knowing that I'm going to protect my friends and I'm going to make the call.
And the two of you have seen this law in action. It's worked. It saved lives.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
We've saved countless lives. We get anecdotal, but we also get factual that 10, 15, 20 lives in the last 3 years, and we probably have stopped a lot of situations that wreak havoc.
2 weeks ago, I heard from a parent that his daughter made the call in a local college, and the sorority mother said not to call. But the daughter already knew and had that conversation with her parent to make the call. And that student was 2.4 blood alcohol, near death, but she saved a life. And that was 2 weeks ago.
Why it's so crucial to just get the message out there so that students know about this. Thank you both so much for coming in. If you're going on spring break, have fun, but please, of course, be safe too. Thank you both so much.